Welcome to the Zoetis instructional video for the Glanvac 1mL Safeshot Vaccinator. Glanvac is a killed vaccine that provides protection from cheesy gland, also known as CLA, and the clostridial diseases including tetanus and pulpy kidney through a subcutaneous 1mL dose. To ensure your lambs and sheep are protected from these diseases, you must initially give 2 doses, 4 to 6 weeks apart, for the vaccine to achieve adequate protection. These animals then require an annual booster to maintain this protection. The features of the Glanvac 1mL Safeshot Vaccinator allow you to safely administer the vaccine by injecting the vaccine with minimal risk to the administrator. This vaccinator is recommended for the Glanvac vaccine range and for Eryvac. Prior to vaccinating, read the label first, as every vaccine has a unique label and steps that need to be followed. Always read the label, as it explains the diseases the vaccine prevents, the level of protection, steps for the safety of the animal, the environment and the operator, how to store the vaccine, and how to dispose of used vaccine containers. Following these instructions will set you up for the best chance of success. It's important to note, vaccine components can settle and separate, therefore agitate packs regularly during use. Check the expiry date on all vaccines to ensure that the oldest vaccine in the fridge is used first. There's no withholding period for any Zoetis vaccines. When using Glanvac, it's essential that you take your time, calmly handle the animals, and ensure that human safety is a priority. Correctly using the Glanvac Safeshot Vaccinator will increase your safety, reduce the risk of adverse events, and improve the overall vaccination experience. If you or someone you're working with observes a suspected adverse event, including human exposure or an animal reaction with any Zoetis product, please contact the product support team on 1800 814 883. It's important to set up the Glanvac 1mL Safeshot Vaccinator correctly and undertake regular maintenance for the best results and to ensure user safety. Treat the applicator as if there's always a needle attached to reduce the risk of accidental human exposure. To attach or remove a needle, use the orange needle tool supplied or a pair of pliers, ensuring the protective shroud remains attached. Check the barrel is tight on the Glanvac Safeshot Vaccinator, tighten clockwise if needed. Calibration is important, no matter if it's a vaccinator, a drench applicator or your weigh scales. The device must be calibrated prior to use every time to ensure accurate dosing and minimum wastage. To calibrate your Glanvac Safeshot Vaccinator, ensure there's no needle attached, connect the draw-off tube and place the open end in clean water. To prime the Glanvac Safeshot Vaccinator, point the shroud downwards and pump until the air is eliminated and the barrel fills completely with water. Test the dose accuracy by using a graduated measuring receptacle, such as a cough medicine container. First, apply 20 full doses of water into the measuring receptacle. This should equal 20 ml. There may be a fault if this doesn't occur. With a fail, check the setup and retry. If the vaccinator fails again, use the service kit provided upon original purchase, insert and retry. Zoetis injectable vaccines are registered to use with a draw-off tube. For best practice attachment of the draw-off tube for Glanvac and Eryvac, make a pilot hole in the rubber stopper of the vaccine pillow pack by piercing it with a sharp, sterile needle. Insert the spigot fixed to the middle of the orange screw cap into the centre of the pierced rubber stopper. Screw the cap on gently but tightly to ensure a firm fit is achieved. To prime the Glanvac Safeshot applicator with vaccine, ensure no needle is attached, point the shroud downwards and pump until the air is eliminated and the barrel fills completely with vaccine. For air pockets in the draw-off tube, gently shake the vaccine pack while it is above the vaccinator until the air recedes back into the vaccine pack. When the pack is getting low, you can allow air into the vaccine pack to help empty the last bit of vaccine. When changing to a new pack, ensure a new draw-off tube is used each time. With a shrouded vaccinator, the needle extends out of the shroud to ensure you're injecting the vaccine to where it's intended. Needle selection is important for best practice vaccination. You must use the shortest needle possible to ensure vaccination is under the skin in the subcutaneous space without injuring the muscle. Zoetis recommends you use a 1/4 inch or 6mm needle and administer with the vaccinator held at a 45-degree angle. This will direct the vaccine into the subcutaneous space. The specially designed shroud will grip the skin and mechanically tent the skin before the short needle penetrates and injection of the vaccine occurs. If the sheep has more than 50mm wool length, inject the vaccine at 90 degrees to allow the 1/4 inch needle to easily penetrate through the wool and the skin. To attach the needle, don't remove the shroud, but use the provided orange needle tool, the needle cap itself, or a pair of needle nose pliers. It's best to attach the needle with the bevel parallel to the skin. Change your needles regularly, about every 50 to 100 doses during the day, or if the needle becomes burred or dirty, and make sure you place your used needles into a sharps container. Vaccinate lambs in the cradle. Secure the head in a firm manner, and for bigger lambs or adult sheep, the animals must be tight in the race, or preferably use a sheep handler so that their movement is restricted but without any undue stress to the animal. The vaccine is registered to be given behind and below the level of the ear. You must avoid the ear, the eye, the salivary gland, lymph nodes, carotid artery and jugular vein. To ensure this, target the area 2 to 3 inches or 50 to 75mm down the neckline from the ear. Put the Glanvac Safeshot Vaccinator on its side so you have visibility of the vaccination area and the shroud tip. Vaccinate at 45 degrees to the skin on the side of the neck. Don't squeeze the handle and prematurely expel the vaccine dose. Instead, allow the shroud slide to retract, the needle to penetrate the subcutaneous area under the skin, and the weight will naturally compress the handle and vaccination will be successful. Check the label instructions to understand the shelf life after opening. Most Zoetis vaccines, such as Glanvac, Eryvac and Good Air, can be used for 30 days after opening by following the label instructions. Unscrew the orange cap and remove the spigot from the rubber stopper. Upon removal of the draw-off, the stopper will reseal. Sterilise the vaccine cap with methylated spirits. Place the product back in the original packaging, writing the date of use, and keep upright in the fridge between 2 and 8 degrees. When it's time to use the previously opened product, wipe the vaccine cap with methylated spirits. Attach a new draw-off tube or a clean draw-off that's been boiled for 10 minutes and use the remaining doses of vaccine. cleanup and maintenance of these vaccinators should be undertaken at the end of the day's work. Always use gloves when cleaning your equipment. Ensure there's no needle attached or product remaining in the applicator or the draw-off tube. Your safety and that of anyone around you is important. Have a container of adequate size filled with clean warm water and mild detergent. While wearing your gloves, insert the applicator into the water. Prime it with the exit and entry orifices remaining underwater. Gently squeeze the handle 20 to 30 times, remove and inspect. The Glanvac Safeshot barrel can be removed and more thoroughly cleaned. First, remove the shroud by depressing the black clip underneath. Then unscrew the barrel. Wash this thoroughly to remove all material. Keep the shroud side clean with a quick scrub. Rinse with clean, fresh water before reassembling the applicator. To reassemble, apply oil to the O-ring of the Glanvac Safeshot Vaccinator, then reattach the barrel tightly. Always slide and clip the protective shroud back on. Apply a drop of oil into the inlet spigot and then pump the handle several times. Always dispose of your needles correctly in a certified sharps container. Applicators and empty product packs should be wrapped in paper and carefully placed in landfill garbage. For storage, always clean and lubricate the applicators and keep them in a clean, dry place, and they'll be ready to go when you next need them. Thank you very much for watching. I trust you found this informative, and if you have any questions, please visit Livestock Solutions on the Zoetis website for further information.